Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a video of something I just finished wiring up for a customer, I guess you'd say. This is a Tuk Tuk motor or electric rickshaw, I guess you'd call it. I've seen a few of these online, mostly imported from places like Temu or just some third-party random company. But this was brought from the Southwest somewhere here to Wisconsin by a couple, and they asked me to get it up and working for them. So I thought I'd go over it, just tell you what I did, and make a quick video about it. So where do we start? Let's see. Got a little Lexan windshield, polycarbonate, whatever you want to call it. Everything's LED. Got turn signals. Put some dirt bike tires on it. Show you some of the wiring tucked up underneath here. Everything coming through the dash. Through up there. And then one coming up from the bottom here. And a bundle down over this way. And up underneath. Not too bad. Suspension's a little rusty. This headlight fit in there very well. It took me a long time to figure out what to put in here, but this is for a moped of sorts, I suppose. But yeah, just enough bending and washers made it fit just enough in there, and these are just decorative to plug the holes. It's a little backside shot of the control area, indicators and battery charge thing, monitor I guess you call it there. Made these little brackets for the side mirrors. All this plastic channel, just from being out in the desert, is all dried out and pretty much had it. I don't know what this coating on the glass is. I took a razor blade to it and I scraped a lot of it off, but it took some effort. It still needs a lot more, but at least you can see through the window. Let's take a look inside. Neat little door. This is the fuse box area. Still prototype, quote unquote. So I think that could look a little bit better, but everything's still got lots of slack in it, so you can rewire and undo, and everything's labeled with blue tape. Just a couple fuses in here. Some for the lights, the radio, just the basic stuff. And then we have a relay for stop. So it uses 12 volts to close the contact for the 50 volt system, so that still stays separate. So you press the brake, the light comes on. It also powers this relay, which closes the I guess switch in the controller. This is the same thing but for reverse lights. So reverse comes on and just makes the connection in the control box. Just no 12 volts, just keeps that separated. So you get the low voltage side, which is this, and I'll show you the higher voltage side in the back. Here we have turn signal flasher and hazard flasher. Just a little distribution block for car audio I had to go to that fuse box, and then a little grounding strip back there. Use some what is it? Shop vac hose to just cover that up so it looks slightly better. Like silicone to seal the holes. Pretty basic, but parts these days cost a lot of money. Let's see, we got a Bluetooth radio down there. That's the antenna wire. The antenna didn't seem to make any bit of difference. Got some extra 12 volt wires up to here. Those wire nuts are holding the screws, or the screw ends for the windshield. I didn't hook this up because I don't think you really need it. I will see how how if they take it through the rain, how bad it is. But I think if you put some Rain-X on this windshield, should bead right off and have no problem. But motors here, 12 volts here. You can also put some nice mood lighting in here if you wanted. It's got a little sunroof. It's kind of neat. Alright, control area. Basic motorcycle stuff here. Left, right, turn signal, horn, high beam, low beam. This side we have the speed switch, high, medium, low, voltage of the battery that always stays on when you flip the key. Down here we have the reverse switch, a little cooling fan for the control box, and then a spare switch. There's the remote for the radio. That's a GPS, little speedometer, headlight switch, hazard switch. That's the power for the speedometer, and the little USB thing that says 12 volts. So let's turn it on. It's pretty bright out, but 53 volts. That's the Bluetooth from the radio. Searching for my phone. That takes a second. What do we turn on? This turns off by itself after a while, which I don't really like, but tells you the state of the charge, how many amps you're using, the current voltage, temperature, time to empty, which is kind of neat. And then page 2 is different cell voltages. Little indicators here. You should have the parking brake on. There it is. So their speedometer just came to life. Turn the lights on. Hazards. Show you that. And it still can do left and right turn signal. It flashes slightly out of unison. So even with hazards, you can still tell you're turning. High, low, of course. Horn. Horn works good. Let's see the lights in action if we can. This bright sun. There's that. The light is on. Kind of hear the fan a little bit. Not too bad. And this latches down this bed, but I have it unlatched so I can easily lift it and show you what's going on underneath here. Alright, so I think we could start with where you charge it. Just a standard computer type power supply cord to charge it. Master on-off switch. Everything fit in the old spots pretty nicely, which is awesome. This is the lithium battery. I have the fan going just because I was just riding it. Here's a little controller. Terminal strips, basic stuff. Power wire to a circuit breaker just for the control box. This is like a master solenoid for everything. That's what ka-chunk clicks when I turn the key. That there's just a one little skinny, like always live wire going to that switch, and I have that fused here with just a 3 amp fuse. So if that's bad or that has a problem, nothing will turn on when you turn the key. So other than that, when I turn the key, then everything gets power through this solenoid right here. And you got some distribution blocks down here. And this is a voltage step down converter. This takes the battery voltage from 51 volts or whatever it is, close to 60, to 12, and then those two wires over there go around here and into the cab where I showed you the fuse box. So that's all the key switch is turning on and off with the battery power, and then from that relay I made the contacts close, so then you get a higher amperage to close this. So if anything shorts out when it's off, all you're really drawing is through this. It's significantly lower than if you were. So the wire's skinnier, the amperage is way lower, so it's, I guess, less issue or worry or something to worry about. I don't know, it made sense in my head, so that's what we did, and it works great. That's the charger. Always there, on board charger. I wired that into that plug, and that's hardwired to the battery, so the switch can be off and you can still charge it, and that's all automatic and does that by itself. pretty quickly, I may say. Alright, let's take it for a little test drive. Oh, we're still clicking away in here. We don't need the lights, don't need the hazards. Close this door. Alright, parking brake. Let's turn this on because we can. Alright, there we go. A little bit squeaky in here. It feels kind of like driving a pop can around, if you can compare it to anything. Pop can, soda can, whatever you want to call it. Beer can. Yeah, it's like driving a beer can around. Everything's clinkety clankety. It's pretty fun. It's actually surprisingly stable. Holy moly. It doesn't like the bumps too much. Well, she gets up and she cruises. I had it maybe 24 miles an hour at one point. But this parking lot is just not big enough. We'll try to make a little bit of a faster speed run here. Let's go for it. See what we get. I think we'll get close to 20 maybe with this little run. It takes a while to get up to speed, but it feels like it's going pretty good in this little thing. 15, 16. Oh, it's a big bump. Oh my god. Okay, now we're pushing it. We are definitely, this is not mine. So that's as much as we're going to do.